Alright, how's it going, everyone? Today I want to try something a little bit different. I want to do a top 10, and I figured what better way to do it than top 10 Pokemon games. So, starting off the list, we're going to go with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. This was the very first Mystery Dungeon game that I've ever played, and I just figure it's really better than any of the other ones that are out. Explorers of Time and Darkness, whatever the other ones are. Those are the only two I've actually played. But mostly because of those friend zones, or whatever they were called, friend areas, where you can visit the Pokemon, and it's just a lot more interesting than going to that person where you just talk to them and it's like you just have a list of Pokemon. Because really, that's no better than the PC, and you never really see the faces of most of your Pokemon, just because most of them are useless. Except for, obviously, the ones that you use, and legendaries, sometimes. So, number 9, we've got Pokemon Ranger. This was the first Pokemon Ranger game that I've played, and mostly just nostalgia. It's the only reason it's at number 9. I really don't like the Pokemon Ranger games, but I do have a lot of memories of playing this at my grandparents' house. So, also is much more unique. It's very unique compared to the actual Pokemon games, like the main games. Then Pokemon Red, which, of course it's the first game, aside from Blue or Green. And, I don't know, that's really it. It's just, Gen 1, become a Gen 1er, even though I'm not one. I don't really like Generation 1. But, number 7 would be Fire Red, because obviously it's just a remake, but, with Gen 3 Pokemon. Number 6 is Pokemon Black or Pokemon White. I don't really have a preference for which. They're both really the same thing to me. I know one has triple battles and the other has rotation battles. I guess whichever one has triple battles is my favorite, because rotation battles are so useless. I don't get what the purpose of them is. I know you can obviously rotate the Pokemon, which adds its own field of strategy, but that just seems so incredibly useless. I just don't see why that's a thing. And although everybody hates on this generation, it wasn't that bad. Like, I know people say, oh, well, there's the trash Pokemon, and then people's counter to that is, yeah, there's trash Pokemon in Gen 1. I don't care about the trash Pokemon. I mean, I care about that evolved form of it, whatever its name was. Trubbish is okay. Trubbish is kind of adorable, I guess. But the freaking ice cream Pokemon, like, it's okay to eat Magikarp, because it's a fish, it has other purpose than to be eaten. The ice cream Pokemon was designed to be eaten. Why would nature allow that? I mean, I know it's like a fantasy thing, it's just a game, but why would nature allow an ice cream monster to exist? That's just so stupid. Also, this game is what got me back into Pokemon after I had like a phase for like 3 months or something where I stopped playing Pokemon. But it did help me get back into it. So at number 5 would be Pokemon Coliseum. And I've never played this game myself, but I have watched lots of gameplay, and it just looks amazing. It takes place in the Ore region, which is never in like any main games. Which is kind of unfortunate, because the Ore region was like a desert, so that would have been kind of unique. Although I guess playing an entire game in a desert would get kind of boring. Number 4 is Pokemon Pearl, and Generation 4 is my second favorite generation. And Pearl just... when I think of Pokemon, for whatever reason, Pokemon Pearl is like the first thing that comes to mind. whatever that like middle city is. Like every game has like the some big city. Whatever the big city was called in Pokemon Pearl, is my favorite. Or that's the thing that I think of whenever I think of Pokemon for some reason. Um, I forget the name of it, but it's the one that had that park in the back and it had like that big uh, church thing, and it's also where you make the Pokepuffs. Number 3 is Pokemon Y, because it's just sixth generation is just amazing. It's this game got me deeply into competitive, and it's also the only game where you can customize your character. So why not just put it at number 3? That's the other thing. That's the other game that I think of when I think of Pokemon for some reason is Pokemon Y. I think I've played, out of all the games, that's probably the second, like the game that I've played the second most out of any other Pokemon game. Number 2 is Pokemon Omega Ruby, and this is just because A, it's Gen 6, and B, okay, sorry about that. I have no clue what the last thing I even said was. So I'm just gonna start over with number 2, Pokemon Omega Ruby. It's my favorite, not my favorite, second favorite, because, it's just Gen 3 remake with Gen 6 graphics. It's, not much, you can't get much better than that. And then lastly, number 1 place is Pokemon Emerald. This was the first Pokemon game I've ever played. It just, I don't know why it's not the first thing that I think of when I think of Pokemon, but it's definitely my favorite. I recently started playing it again. I've played a ROM. It's definitely, it's amazing to see how much Pokemon's changed in just the past 3 generations. Like, to look at Pokemon Emerald and then to look at Pokemon Omega Ruby is just, it's just amazing, But it's also very unique, the region is, compared to all the other regions, because all the other regions have been mostly one landmass. Like, I know Kanto, I believe, had that one little island at the bottom, but Hoenn was like all just a bunch of islands. Like, you had the mainland, and then you had, there was Dewford Town, there was Pacifilog Town, even though that wasn't really an island. That was just like a town built on logs, which doesn't make any sense now that I think about it. And then there was like Sootopolis City, and whatever that one was all the way up to the north, or northeast, I guess. But yeah, it was much more unique compared to the other 5 regions. And this game was, I have so many memories of this game, just playing it while my parents were at this therapy thing that we used to go to. I remember playing it on the train heading to Philadelphia, like every weekend. I remember playing it really anywhere, before school, after school, late at night, early in the morning. There was like not a single time I wasn't playing this game. Like, I'd probably, like, if it weren't for other people, I probably would have been hit by a car by now, just from playing that game too much. Like, I would literally walk out into the street playing the game if I had to go somewhere. And yeah, I mean, it was really amazing. I was into the anime before I was into this game, because obviously I didn't have the game yet, but this game is what got me deeply into Pokemon. And yeah. So yeah, if you liked this top 10, leave a like, comment your favorite Pokemon games, and maybe I'll do another top 10 if I don't get too lazy. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys in another episode. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, whether you liked it or not. just do it because I said so. And if you don't want to do it because I said so, then please just flag this video for like terrorism or something. And yeah, I'll go to jail, and that'll be fun. So bye.